What's up guys, welcome back to TB Electric. Today we're showcasing new Supermotos and showing you how to install them, specifically on the Rerode R1 Plus. Now this is also going to be the same for the standard Rerode R1, and these Supermotos are also compatible with the Sur-Ron Lite BX, 79 bike Falcon Pro and Falcon GT, and the E-Ride Pro SS 2.0 and Pro S model. So we're doing videos installing them on every single one of those bikes. You guys can know how to do it and see what your bike is going to look like if you purchase these wheels. I got a mosquito attacking me right now, but these are a good budget-friendly Supermoto. So let's check them out and let me walk you through this entire process. So you'll notice that on these guys, they come with a tire installed front and back. They come with rotors. They come with sprocket. Now, depending on your bike that you're installing them on, sometimes you have to move your stock rotor to these wheels and your stock sprocket to these wheels so that you still are running the proper size rotor and the proper size sprocket for your specific bike. Now, in the case of this bike, this Rerode is running a 220 mil front rotor, and the Supermoto only comes with a smaller 200 size. So we're going to be moving our front rotor to our new wheel, but the back of this bike has a 200 size, same as the new Supermotos. We're just going to leave the rotor that it came with, and we're only going to be swapping our rear sprocket because they're pretty different size. This guy comes with a 52 tooth sprocket, and the Supermoto comes with a 42 tooth sprocket. That's 10 teeth different. It's a pretty major difference. You could run the new sprocket, and what you would get by doing that is a little bit more top speed, but you'd get a lot less low end torque. And so I don't recommend doing a jump that big. You could go a couple teeth either direction, but we're gonna move this sprocket to our new wheels and just keep our stock chain, keep it simple, and just swap out both of our wheels. Let's get it going. We're gonna start by removing our front rotor from the front wheel and removing our sprocket so that these are gonna be ready to go. So our rear sprocket here, we're gonna need a 6mm Allen. We're gonna bust all these loose here. Sometimes these are quite tight from the factory, so just be gentle when you're doing this. We don't want any stripped or broken bolts. Pop all those free, and we'll pop this guy on the drill, take them off. Now, all these wheel sets are very affordable and they're available at TB Electric. So we have links down in the video description for every single one of them, and you guys can know that they're gonna fit your specific bike, and we're going to show you how to install them in this video. We have hundreds of these sets available in stock, ready to ship immediately when you order. No delays, no pre-orders. If they're in stock, they're going to ship today or tomorrow when you order them. So let's go ahead. We got our sprocket taken off. We're just going to leave that, set it to the side for now. And a rear wheel, we're just going to leave our stock rotor on, and that's going to go right on our bike. For our front wheel, let's pull off this rotor. So this is a Torx T25 on the front. It's very important that you use the correct size Torx because we don't want to strip any of these bolts. So we'll go ahead and break all these free. Wish I had a drill bit for this size, but I broke it in the last video. All right, so we're gonna take this rotor off. We're not gonna be using this one, so we're just gonna set it to the side. We are ready to take off our front wheel. What we're gonna need is a 4mm Allen for this specific bike. We're gonna loosen these pinch bolts. So there should be 2 on each side. You don't need to pull them all the way out. You just need to loosen them. Just go back and forth till they're both loose. And then you do the same on this side. Perfect. Now we need a 8mm Allen wrench. Pop that in there. Looks like we're spinning on the other side, so we're gonna need to grab a second one to just hold this side. I'll break that free. Boom, just like that. We can pull this nut out, this end cap, and then we can push our axle free. Sometimes it helps to put an Allen wrench in there. Just give it a little tap. Then you have something to hang on to on this side. Pull that out. Pull our wheel out, leave our axle down there. We're gonna go up, and then we're gonna remove this rotor, because it's a larger 220 size, move it to our new wheel. This is the same Torx T25 rotor bolt. I think those are short. Those are stubby bolts compared to the other ones. Because these bolts are a lot shorter, let's go ahead and just use the bolts that our new wheel came with, because they're a little more specific for that hub. They got a deeper thread on them. just save these bolts if you ever go back to this wheel. Yeah, let's see if those are quite a bit shorter. Yeah, I see that. Good chunk shorter on those 2 bolts. So we're gonna use the longer ones. We're done with that wheel. A mosquito.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, he's in. No, oh, I think I caught that. Oh, nice.
Tighten all these up in a nice star pattern. Make sure your rotor's nice and square on there. And now the front already comes with wheel spacers, so we don't even need to swap those for the Rerode. So now let's go back down here. This should be nice and simple. Straighten our fork out. Slide our wheel in there, get our axle ready. Perfect. Slide that all the way through. Nice. Easy peasy. Slide that on, grab 1/8 on this side, 1/8 on this side. Tighten her up. That's all there is to it. Now we grab our 4mm Allen, tighten up our pinch bolts. Just go back and forth until these are tight. You don't need to go real snug. Just get them nice and snug on there. Just go back and forth until they're even. And do the same on this side. And then we will be done with the front. Okay, that's it. Front is done. How's that look? Makes the bike look a little bit smaller. Looks good. All right, guys, let's remove our back wheel. We're gonna put our 6mm on this side. We're gonna take a 18mm socket on the other side. We're just gonna put it on this nut right here. And we're gonna break this free. Sometimes you gotta get the bike on the ground so you can really wrench on her there. Okay, we're gonna get that all the way off, and then we're just gonna give our chain a little bit of slack, and by doing that, we just need to loosen that, and then we're gonna go this direction on our axle blocks. I'm just gonna do 4 turns. We're gonna do the same on the other side. That's just gonna allow, so break this free, and we're gonna go the same direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that just basically allows our chain to have more slack in it so that we can pull it off easier. So we're gonna push our axle out, pull it all the way out. Then we're gonna come on this side and we're gonna grab our chain, and whichever way you can, it may be easier if we pull our brake out first. There we go. Bring this down, get our chain off. We'll pull that out. Let's go swap our sprocket. We are not gonna be swapping our rotor. We're gonna be leaving it stock. So let's go ahead and loosen. Go get our 6mm Allen, just like the stock sprocket had, or the other one on the Supermotos. Break all these free. Put it on the drill. Okay, pull those off. And now what we need to do is take out our wheel spacers on the rear wheel, pop that one out, and make sure that you've got grease in there. We've already greased this, but you may need to. Pop that on there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and take the rotor side out, unplug that spacer, plug it into this side, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and grab our new sprocket, put it on our new wheel. Getting these all just barely tight. Okay, then we'll go ahead and torque them in a star pattern. Torqued, torqued, done, and good. Okay, this wheel is ready to go back on. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna hook our chain on. So I'm just keeping it down in the bottom. Hook this bad boy on there. Okay, and now we're gonna go up. And now we need to get our brake inside. So we're gonna slide the rotor right in right here. And we need to get this little tab to sit inside the caliper mount. There we go. You could hear that kind of click in there. It's not too hard to line up on this Rerode actually. Slide our axle in. Just make sure this is oriented correctly. It goes right over top that, as you can see. Now we'll get to the other side. You'll see I'm pushing that axle straight through there. Lined up perfectly. Put our nut back on. Okay, and now we have a lot of slack in our chain. Not a huge amount, but we're gonna go ahead and tighten these up a little bit. I think I'm just gonna do, three turns. That's one less than I loosened previously, but I think our chain might have been a little too tight before. Yeah, it's looking pretty good right there. So let's go ahead and cinch down our little lock washers. Those are also same size. Do the same thing on this side. Perfect. And now we'll take our 18 and our 6mm Allen and tighten our axle up. Now it's always good to recheck your chain tension after you tighten your axle, because sometimes they get tighter, but that looks perfect to me. Go ahead and just make sure this is all the way snug. Yep. And that's it. You got a Supermoto on your Rerode R1 Plus. Let's take a look at it. Looks good. Let's pop it down off there. Oh yeah. She's a beast. She's like low and sleek. This bike is comfortable. It is real comfortable with this seat. This thing looks like a street ripper. Lean her over sideways. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you're interested in these Supermoto wheels, check them out at TB Electric. Link down in the video description. And again, they're available for a bunch of other bike models if you don't specifically have a Rerode R1 Plus. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time. See ya.